Harambee! Eneo hili si hivyo, mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I have always opined on this platform on many occasions that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happens for the sake of it. Earlier today, George Natembeya, through his press team, made some post. Let me read for you what they posted. This morning, Dr. Fred Matiangi and Governor George Natembeya met with the PNU party leader and former cabinet secretary, Honorable Peter Munya, to commiserate with him following the passing, I want you to mark that, following the passing of his beloved grandmother, Mama Mwakairu Rukunga Bangumo Bamungo. Ladies and gentlemen, have you realized something in this post? Have you noted something in this post? For me, what I've noted in this post is the grandmother. That a former cabinet secretary, who is a presidential candidate, and a sitting governor, both of them would find themselves at Peter Munya's home over the passing of their grandmother. It can be possible, but again, it cannot be possible, because you can't tell me that in this place here, only the three were present. Because I had expected, if they went for the funeral, probably we would have seen maybe Peter Munya's sister, Peter Munya's brother, or someone in this photo. But deliberately, there were only the three of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this photo here was intended to send a message. In this video, I want us to understand the objective of the meeting between Peter Munya today and Fred Matiang'i and George Natembeya. Because that meeting was not about the grandmother. It was about the 2027 presidential elections in the Republic of Kenya. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me dive in. Fred Matiang'i is running for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya. And for Fred Matiang'i to succeed, he must have a running mate. And some names are being floated. One of them is the name of Peter Munya. For those who remember, when Fred Matiang'i came back from the US for the second time, he had planned to organize a massive political rally in Meru. Rigathi Gachagua thwarted that rally. And that's why this meeting here, for me, is significant. And for me, my take are as follows. Number one, Fred Matiang'i is sending a message, a coded message, to Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka that he's not going to be held hostage anymore by the united opposition. Otherwise, we would have seen, if not Rigathi here, we would have seen, say, Kalonzo Musyoka. If not Kalonzo Musyoka, let's say then Eugene Wamalwa. But they were not there. Why? Because Fred Matiang'i is sending a message to them that I'm going to go ahead with my mission, with my ambition of becoming the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And that message is now loud and clear. That's number one. Number two, I think after the fallout in the united opposition, Fred Matiang'i is currently working on a winning formation. The truth of the matter is that it's very difficult for a divided opposition to defeat William Ruto in 2027. Because as long as the opposition will be split into two, there is no way, and I repeat, there is no way they can defeat Ruto. But one thing is also very clear about 2027 election in Kenya. None of the candidates will be able to garner the 50% plus one vote. So which means even if they run separately, at the end of the day, one of them will be either number one, two. So whoever becomes number two will win. So for them to succeed in becoming either number one or number two, for a runoff, they must come up with a proper winning formation. What is the winning formation for 2027? The truth is, the Kikuyus have rebelled, or Mount Kenya has rebelled against William Ruto. They have a strong voting bloc. The Kamba Nation will definitely vote for Kalonzo. But Matiang'i has some advantage that if he runs, then he can get, with the help of Uhuru Kenyatta, some votes from Mount Kenya. He can also get the votes from the Kisii. He's definitely going to win the Kisii. Entire Kisii will be for Matiang'i. He will also win in Kisii. The entire Gusii region will vote for Matiang'i. Then Matiang'i would be praying to win in Western Kenya. Who is currently ruling Western Kenya? George Natembeya. So I'm trying to look at it that Fred Matiang'i is looking up to Peter Munya from Mount Kenya East, because Uhuru Kenyatta will be dealing with West. Then George Natembeya will help him with Mount Kenya, with the lawyer politics. And maybe, you never know, maybe me or Babu Wino will help him with the low votes. So for me, it is about the winning formation. Number three, from this meeting, I want to tell you something about Matiang'i, which most of you don't know. Matiang'i is like still water. You see it moving slowly, but very deep. By the time others will realize, Matiang'i shall have managed to craft a winning formation. He shall have managed to lay the foundation for his campaigns. With the entry of Natembeya in this camp, what does it mean? It means Matiang'i has laid the foundation for the lawyer politics. Tomorrow, Matiang'i might decide to team up with Natembeya and organize a very huge political event in Kakamega, and he will be successful. He can then decide to go with Natembeya to Bungoma, to Busia, and to Vihiga. Because Natembeya has already managed to win the support of that region. So if you were to ask me, the meeting today is about laying the foundation for his bid. Sometimes you have to do the groundwork first before you get outside there looking for votes. It's better than just going around, just going like Omalo is doing, just being carried along and you go on top of vehicles. Then ikiisha hivyo, imeisha. Number 4, I think these three are trying to come up with joint campaigns. You see, George Natembeya is the governor. Peter Munya, former governor, is going to run for the governor. Of course, the potential running mate to Fred Matiangi. And they're big names in their own right. So I don't want to rule out the possibility that the main intention of this meeting was to figure out how are they going to start campaigning. How are they going to start storming, let's say, Tharaka Nithi? How are they going to start storming, let's say, Kisii? Or let's say Gatundu? That is the foundation these guys are laying. They want to begin campaigns. I don't know whether they'll be still waiting for Uhuru Kenyatta, because for me, if Matiang'i will be relying on Uhuru Kenyatta, then the fate that befell Raila Odinga is awaiting him. And lastly, this could be the fruits of Fred Matiang'i's charm offense mission of winning opinion leaders, winning key leaders, and of course, winning political leaders. I am aware, because you know I'm aware, that Fred Matiang'i has been moving underground, meeting with the church leaders, meeting with elders, meeting with the focused groups. He's been doing that. He's been meeting the people they were with in government, people who had served in government, trying to reach out to people personally. He's been doing that. And that's how he also reached out to me, personally doing that. And he's been reaching out to some other people. So probably these are results of those charm offense mission. I don't know what you think, but maybe you could tell me what your thoughts are about this meeting. If this meeting is not a message to Rigathi, if this meeting is not about winning formation, if this meeting is not about laying the foundation for his bid, if this meeting is not about joint campaigns which they are about to start, and if this meeting is not about Fred Matiang'i's charm offense mission across the country. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.